Hi friends, it is August 11th, 2015, and I wanted to share with you today some things that uh, transpired today. It was a really emotional, challenging day. A dear friend of mine who spent quite a bit of time, many years in prison for a crime he committed in relation to a gambling addiction, had a relapse recently, and the events that transpired resulted in him going back to prison. Today, the first time in my life, I was before a parole board and experienced going through security and literally being not strip searched, but searched and frisked and kind of a pat down in a private room, and all of that leading into uh, my friend's hearing. It was, I couldn't use words for a while after just seeing my friend shackled, and in a man of great heart and a person that I love very much. And this individual had relapsed from a gambling addiction and ended up facing a longer sentence or a new sentence. So my heart, is heavy in many ways to have seen him like that and to know that the disease of compulsive gambling led him to prison. We have an expression, prison insanity or death, and in my lifetime I have experienced, if it wasn't myself, friends that have been incarcerated, insanity, that have been institutionalized for a time or under mental health care. And of course, I've lost people I love because of gambling addiction. And so, it promises us this disease, untreated, leads to prison, insanity, or death. And my friend was sentenced today to another year after being free for 5 years. And it was very hard, and it could have been worse. My wish was for residential treatment, and we had something in place to provide that, but the court had its own set of rules, and I understand that. And so my friend, starting today, has a year of prison to serve. I wish I would have had the presence of mind, because he said, "Miss B, I can't do another year." And that broke my heart, and that was a couple of hours ago, and I just couldn't use words for a while. I wish I'd have had the presence of mind to say, "Yes, you can, one day at a time." I know that answer. One day at a time we can do anything. I encouraged him and said, "Yes, you can, yes, you can." But I didn't say one day at a time, and that's how recovery works. That's how life works. So I'll write to him today and remind him one day at a time. I've also heard some people be judgmental about this friend and others, about people that relapse and, people in recovery. If we're going to judge our brothers and sisters in recovery, then what hope is there for the outside world, for those that don't struggle with a gambling addiction, to understand if we're going to judge each other? So if you are in recovery and you felt any judgment around anybody who's relapsed, I would encourage you to, think again, to remember that when you came in recovery, you were told, "Let us love you till you can love yourself." And remember how good that felt, because you felt so unlovable. So I'd encourage you to look to your faith and look to your recovery, and to remember how it felt for you, for me, when we first came into recovery, to not be judged for once. And we were still judging ourselves and blaming ourselves, and there was plenty of that going on. We don't need it from the outside. And whatever your faith is, my faith says, who are we to judge someone who has a splinter in their eye when there's a plank in mine? And whatever your faith is, I don't know of any faith that says the job of humans is to judge. So let's not judge, let's love. And from my faith, I will pray for my friend, that he can do a day at a time, and that he gets support from the recovery community. And I wish you all a wonderful day, and that you would remember to love those that relapse just as we love the newcomer. Thank you.